Welcome to channel Madam Won. Today, teacher will teach you how to draw distance time graph based on the distance time table. In a distance time graph, the vertical axis represents the distance. The horizontal axis represents time. The gradient of the graph represents the rate of change in distance with respect to time, that is speed. Now we look at example 1. Azri wants to be a track cyclist and hopes to make Malaysia well known in the world like Azizul Hasni Awan, our national track cycling champion. The table below shows the distance and the time taken by Azri during the training. Draw a distance time graph based on the above table. First step, choose suitable scales to represent the given distance and time. So we look at the table. Times is 0 until 120 and distance is 0 to 40. So we can label the x-axis time with the scale 30, 60, 90 and 120. For the vertical axis is distance. So we start with 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40. Next step, plot a point that represents each pair of values of distance and time on grid paper or graph paper. So here we plot at grid paper. So we start with 0, 0, 30, 10, 60, 20, 90, 30, and 120 and 40. Last step, join the points plotted using a ruler to obtain the distance time graph as shown. Now we look at example 2. Mr. Silva drove his car for a distance of 240 km from Kuala Lumpur to Kuantan in 3 hours to visit his mother. The distance as kilometer that Mr. Silva traveled in T hours is given by the equation S equal to 80T. Draw a distance time graph to represent Mr. Silva's journey from Kuala Lumpur to Kuantan. A. Construct a distance time table as shown below using equation S equal to 80T. As we know, our table must consist distance and time. So time, we have 3 hours, so I put the table here 0, 1, 2, and 3. For distance, total distance is 240 km. So now the question is S equal to 80T. When T equal to 0, S equal to 80 times 0. So S equal to 0. So you will fill in here. When T equal to 1, S equal to 80 times 1. S equal to 80. So for T equal to 2 and T equal to 3, you use same method. Then you will get the answer 160. And for 3 hours, you get the distance equal to 240 km. Draw the distance time graph as shown by joining the plotted points. Use a grid paper and draw the axis on the grid paper, and we know the time is from 0 to 3, so we label it 0, 1, 2, 3. If I start from 80, 80 plus 80 is 160. 160 plus 80 is 240. So this is in uniform scale already. So I just label it at the vertical axis. Start with 0, 160, and 240. We start to plot the points. 0, 0, 1, 80, 2, 160, and the last point 3, 240. And use your ruler to draw a line like this. Now we look at the example. Jaswinder Singh takes part in a 8-kilometer cross-country event organized by the school during National Sport Day. The relationship between distance from the finishing line and the time of the run is s equal to 8 minus 1 over 5t, where s is the distance in kilometer and t is the time in minutes. Draw a distance time graph to represent Jaswinder Singh's run for the duration t greater or equal to 0, t less or equal to 40. Given s equal to 8 minus 1 over 5t. You know, when we plot the graph, we need at least 2 pairs of coordinates. Okay, so when t equal to 0 equal to 8 minus 1 over 5 times 0. S equal to 8. When t equal to 40, s equal to 8 minus 1 over 5 times 40, s equal to 0. The duration is 0 to 40. So when you label the horizontal axis, you start with 0, 10, 20, 30, and 40. For the vertical axis, the total distance is 8 kilometers. So I start with 2, 4, 6, and 8. After this, we plot the point. So we start with 0, 8, 40, 0. Draw a line pass through these 2 points. This is how we draw a distance time graph based on a distance time table.
If you like my video, please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.